Good evening, my name is Michelle Watson and we're here at Soho Theatre in West End. I'm here tonight with the writer and director of this show, Amen, which is workshopping this evening. Welcome, Lynn, to the show.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. So tell us more about Amen.
Well, Amen is it's a musical. I think I've probably been writing this musical for about 10 years in writing the music itself, because essentially I'm a singer-songwriter. And the musical, I've just linked all the songs together and brought together a lot of the experiences of my life and how I've discovered really that maybe I should say my unique selling point is that I'm probably the only woman who publicly campaigns against women's lib. And I expected a lot of resistance from women, but actually I haven't had that, because I've noticed through the years that when men don't stand up and be the men they should be, play a man's role in society, in lives as husbands, as sons, as politicians, that things go badly wrong. So Amen is really my way of showing what has gone wrong through my life when the men in it haven't behaved as they should have been as real men. And you're going to ask me, what is a real man?
Yeah, that was my next question on the tip of my tongue, Lynn. What is a real man? Because, you're saying you haven't come across sort of real men up till recently. And what would you describe as a real man?
Well, in our society, a real man is often perceived as being macho, big, muscular, physically strong. But actually, when you define a man in the spiritual way, what you have is somebody who is morally strong, who has a lot of will and determination, and isn't afraid to stand up and do the right thing. And when you're with a man like that, or you have men like that in your life, it's easy to be guided by them and to be protected. And I just want to really say to women out there, if you're going to be independent and bossy, you're going to turn those men off. They aren't going to want to be real men to you at all. So if you change your behaviours, you're going to get a real man in your life.
I think we all need real men. Do you think it's a huge pack on society if we don't have real men?
Oh, absolutely. Because, even take politicians. If you haven't got politicians in place who make strong, robust, good decisions based on integrity, then you're going to get bad policy. And bad policy affects all of us in our communities and our lives. You only have to look around to see that, Michelle.
Yeah, of course. You're portraying a very strong and controversial message. Would you say that it's come to light recently, or have you been working on it for some time?
Well, I had a situation in my life that forced me to take a step back and to do some, spiritual searching, really. And it was that connected me with a group of people who live by the commandments, called the Fighters. And I sat and thought about this way of living, and if everybody actually followed the commandments, didn't lie, didn't cheat, didn't steal, didn't commit adultery,
yes.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, that would be very cool. I understand that Amen has a segment about transsexuals, because I'm actually in the production myself, and I see that there's a lot of acts that cover that topic. What do you have to say to people out there that are committing such acts that goes against God's law?
Well, nobody should judge anybody. And we all commit sins every day, but the important thing is that we're aware of them and we try to seek forgiveness and, you know, do the good thing. And we can all be forgiven. But the one thing that can't be forgiven is when somebody has a sex change, and that leads back to a Deuteronomy, which, if you think about the commandments, they're the executive summary. Deuteronomy is the detailed briefing. And in Deuteronomy it says on 23:1 that he who is wounded in the nuts or has his privy member cut off can never enter the kingdom of heaven. So
they will never go to paradise.
That's absolutely right. So, and this message is being hidden from men who are struggling with their feelings of gender identity. You know, after all the diversity legislation, you know, what role is there in society for men to play? But this fact is being hidden. So anybody who is considering having a sex change and also believes in God or is spiritual, they really need to take a step back and do some very serious thinking.
You need to do some strong research. Well, thank you very much, Lynn, and good luck with the show. I'm sure it'll be a brilliant success. Look forward to being in the production, and hopefully you get to see a chance to see our men. Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much.